Hey everybody, Sarah here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Shapeshifting Detective, grabbing the Big Sleep achievement. This is to get yourself killed during the course of the game. Highly recommend starting up a new game, and then what you want to do is you want to get past all of the intro stuff until you get control of your character. First thing you have to do is you have to make sure you take the taxi over to the police station to talk to the chief. Make sure you exhaust all of the dialogue he gives to you, and then once you are down to these last two options, what do we know, and leave, make sure you leave and then head back to the guest house. You should now unlock the ability to shapeshift. Now, the next thing you have to do is you have to make sure you figure out who the murderer is in the game. So the person you want to check is going to be Rain. If you forgot how to do that, basically you want to make sure you visit Lexi first. You can go through her dialogue if you want to, but the most important thing is to make sure you have visited her at least once. Leave the room and then head back to your room. Now that we have visited Lexi, we can shapeshift into her. So make sure you shapeshift into her. And then as Lexi, what you want to do is you want to make sure you visit Rain. Once you are in Rain's room, what you want to do is you want to make sure you get through the first bit of introductory dialogue until you get a choice. If there are two choices, that is going to mean he is not going to be the killer. So in order for you to get this achievement, you have to be in a game where Rain is going to be the killer. So if he happens to not be the killer, what you have to do is you have to back out, create a new game, and then play through all that again until you can get a situation where he is the killer. So to find out he's the killer, basically you have to go into his room as Lexi, and after the introductory dialogue, there will only be one option, which is to leave. Once you get a game where the RNG is going to be in your favor and gives you that option, make sure you keep playing the game until you get to the end of Chapter 4. Before you end the chapter, make sure you visit Bronwyn as Sam. What you can do here is you can ask her a bunch of stuff, so make sure you keep cycling through all of the dialogue until you get to the conversation about rights. So make sure you ask about that, and eventually that is going to segue into a conversation about the coin in Dorota's mouth. You want to further elaborate on that, and then she's basically going to tell you it's a situation that has already happened in Birmingham. And if she happens to mention Birmingham, that is how you are going to confirm that the murderer is indeed going to be Rain.
Was it a gold coin? I should have known. That's the same as Birmingham. Although they beheaded the victims, they all had gold coins in their mouths.
After that, keep playing till the end of the game where we are in the police station and the chief is going to ask us to pick out who the murderer is. For this situation, you want to pick anyone except for Rain. So just pick whoever, and then once you pick that person, you are going to get sent to the next chapter. And then what's going to happen is the real killer, who once again we have confirmed it is going to be Rain, is going to pull us aside in this room and threaten to stab us with this kitchen knife. So in order to guarantee yourself a quick death, what you have to do is you have to make sure you use your shapeshifting powers, and you want to make sure you change into Rain when it gives you the option. If you happen to pick that, he is going to get freaked out and put the knife into us, but more importantly, that is going to be the way to kill ourselves and get our achievement. So once you end up going down, you should get the game over screen, and more importantly, your achievement is going to pop. 90 gamer score for this one, and that's all there is to it.